man, that's why my desk's so dirty. Welcome back to Job Vlog. First run of the night, Pegasus trail running shoes. So far just super comfortable. You can notice a massive difference running on grass and gravel and all that. I really want to start vlogging more runs, but it's a little bit windy and you can't really hear me. Yeah, I definitely have no idea where I am. Oh man, this is not what I want. Right, I'm turning around because I don't want to go through nettles. I definitely don't want to go through nettles. Right, I think I'm supposed to go up here. Yeah, I think this is the right way. Oh, I hope it's the right way. Don't think it's going to be a big run. My legs feel quite heavy today. So, just an easy one. Just getting the miles in, really. Nothing more to it. I definitely need to stop buying running shoes and clothes, but this particular delivery got me thinking about how much I've implemented into my running to make the whole process just easier and more enjoyable, and I thought I'd make a video on it. Number 1, a GPS watch. Buying a watch has been the best thing I could have ever done for my running. I just love that I can put it on my wrist, press start when I go for a run, press finish when I finish the run, and because I downloaded the HealthFit app, I can just sync all of my runs onto Strava, and it's a really good way to keep track of my progress and also share it with other people as well. There are so many different watches you can choose from. It doesn't have to be an Apple Watch. You've got all the Garmin watches and probably so many others. Eventually I do want to get a Garmin watch because I think they're just a little bit more durable, and next year when I start doing more runs and probably a bit more cross training, it'll just be a really good watch to have. But the Apple Watch does everything that I want it to do. I just think that it's a bit more of a fashion watch than it is an actual sports watch. One thing I will say about an Apple Watch, I don't know if it's the same for other watches, is it's very easy to let it dictate your life. So if I've not done a lot in that day, it'll tell me to start moving, or it'll tell me that I've not burnt enough calories and stuff like that. And you have to have like a really strong mind to ignore that. When I first got it in my mind, I was like, right, I've not got my calorie goal, I've not got my exercise goal, and I'd go off and do something just so that I essentially just please my watch, and that's not realistic. So make sure if you do get an Apple Watch, don't listen to it, if that makes sense. Number 2, a running belt. If you're just about to start running, I couldn't recommend buying a running belt enough, especially if you're a girl, because you'll probably know that women's clothes just don't have pockets, and if they do, you can't fit anything in them anyway. I never considered this until a few months ago. I used to run with my phone in my hand and it was just really impractical, it got in the way, and I've heard that it can cause imbalances as well. So buying a running belt has made a massive difference in the freedom I have when I run. Mine's from Gymshark. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to buy it from anywhere, and I can fit everything I want in it. I can fit my phone in it, I can fit my gels in it, and I can put them away around my waist, and I just don't have to think about them until I need them. Number 3. Bluetooth earphones. Because I used to run with my phone in my hand and I had earphones that connected to my phone, it meant that I had wires coming down, and sometimes my hand would get caught in them and it would rip them out, and it just, once again, it just really wasn't a good way to run. Mine are from Amazon, they're £20, they're really good quality, they don't fall out, they're out of the way, and they're noise cancelling, so I think they're perfect. Obviously, like everything else, you don't have to get these specific earphones, but I really recommend them, I really like them, and I'll link everything in the description below. Number 4. Shoes. I think I've got a bit of a problem with shoes at the minute, so when I say don't buy as many shoes as I'm buying, you probably don't need to, but what you definitely need to do is buy shoes that are perfect for you. I'd really recommend going into like a local running shop or a local sports shop and having someone see the way that your foot lands on a treadmill, and that way they can provide you with the perfect shoe for the way that you run. I didn't do that, but I did a lot of research before I bought my recent pair of trainers, and because I'm quite injury prone, these particular trainers seem perfect for me. My last video was actually a review on them, so I'll link that up here. The reason why I bought different pairs of shoes is because they're all suited for a particular kind of run. So for example, the ones that I reviewed the other day, they're for my easy days, for my long run days. I've got my trail shoes now, and I've got another pair of shoes on the way for racing and for speed work. You don't have to buy all different kinds of pair of shoes. Like, I'm sure there's many shoes that do everything that you need them to do. The Nike Pegasus, I think they're like an all-round shoe. So take some time to do your research and don't spend a load of money on shoes like I did, unless you really want to. Number 5. A muscle roller stick. I didn't know that these were a thing until a month ago, but I saw it on a YouTube video and I knew I needed it. And I knew I needed it because I'm lazy, and a foam roller is a little bit too much effort for me and it does hurt quite a lot. Whereas with a muscle stick or a muscle roller stick, you can stand up and you can just get in places a lot easier, and because it's quite small and it's quite thin, it means you can just put it in your bag and take it anywhere you want. So for me, it just seems a little bit more practical, and I'm more likely to use it because it's easier to use. I usually use it before a run when I'm warming up, or after a run when I'm stretching, or if I'm a little bit tight or a little bit sore. It just relieves the pain a little bit and just massages it a little bit. Number 6. Supplements. I'm not an expert on this, but these particular things work for me. They might not work for everyone, but this is the kind of stuff that I take before a run, during a run and after a run. So before a run, I'll drink this. Science and Sport Go Electrolyte. I usually have this 2 hours before I go out for a run because it's a lot of liquid and it kind of sits on my stomach a little bit, and it also means that I'm less likely going to have to need a wee during my run. In the middle of a run, I'll have a Science and Sport energy gel. I usually take 1 or 2 out of me when I'm doing a long run, and I'll take them every 5k. So if I'm doing a 10k run, I'll take it on the 5k. If I'm doing a 15k run, I'll take it on the 5 and the 10. I don't know if these actually work or if they're a mental kind of thing, but it's just nice to have that little burst of energy during a long run, and it's just something nice to have if you've not got a drink of water with you. So I really like these. I think they're definitely a really good purchase to make, and you'll see so many runners use them. And then when I get back from my run, I'll have protein, and this is a protein I use. I didn't actually buy these for running, I bought these for the gym, but I'm trying to make sure that after most runs I'll have a protein shake so that my muscles can recover quicker, and I always know that I'm going to get the right amount of protein in my body because I don't track it or anything like that. I don't know if I have enough protein, but that way it just ensures that you are having or are getting protein to your muscles. I know Science and Sport do protein, but I personally like the Optimum Nutrition stuff because it tastes nice. I have it with water, it's really easy to drink, and it just works for me. So yeah, that's 6 things I've implemented into my running that has made the whole experience a lot more enjoyable, efficient and quicker during my running comeback in 2020. I know a lot of people have their own things that they've put into their running, but for me, those things are what work, and I would highly recommend doing all of those things. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was informative and you got something from it, and I'll see you in the next one.